Kansas City Sports Update Studios. Welcome to Kingdom Radio, where we talk about all things Kansas City Chiefs. Brought to you by Arrowhead Update. Join Chris and Richard on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, Player FM, CastBox, and all third-party applications. Check us out on Facebook platforms such as Kansas City Sports Update and Arrowhead Update. And if you cannot find us there, Google or search Kingdom Radio and Kansas City Chiefs, and you will find us. Welcome to the Kingdom. Kingdom.
Good morning, Chiefs Kingdom. How are we doing? Well, depending on where you're listening at, this could also be good afternoon. We got a big game tonight, Sunday night, Kansas City Chiefs versus the Green Bay Packers. And just to start off with, I'm going to break down the real quick injury report for everybody so that you guys know what's going on. We have Frank Clark, Chris Jones, and Kendall Fuller on the defensive side who are going to be out for Kansas City. And on the offensive side, we have Andrew Wiley, Patrick Mahomes, and Eric Fisher, who have all been ruled out as well. The Green Bay Packers don't have anybody ruled out. However, Devontae Adams, their leading wide receiver, has been ruled doubtful for tonight's game, which could be a major factor for Aaron Rodgers if he doesn't have his favorite wide receiver threat in the game. So the big key component to tonight is that pretty much everyone is expecting for the Chiefs to lose to the Green Bay Packers tonight just because we don't have Patrick Mahomes in the game. Chiefs Kingdom, I want to tell you guys right now that we have a very strong chance to beat the Green Bay Packers, but it's not going to be easy. We have the better coach in Andy Reid, who has, I believe, about 199 more wins than the Green Bay Packers head coach LaFleur. And so I'm going to put the advantage here with Andy Reid. He's going to be able to put together a game plan that should be able to support Matt Moore and his abilities to be able to break apart the Green Bay Packers' rather stout defense. I'm not going to take away from them and what they're able to do. They're a very hard team to pass against. However, they have not been very good against stopping the run, very much kind of like the Kansas City Chiefs defense. So what we need to do is give them a heavy dose of Shady McCoy up the middle, Damian Williams, Darren Williams. I want to see D-Train in this game. That way all of the running backs stay loose, stay fresh, and nobody gets extremely tired, except for those Green Bay Packers linemen and linebackers. Wear them down. If we run the ball at them and we get them tired, that's going to open things up in the inside for Travis Kelce and the wide receivers to potentially get some mismatches and then take advantage of those. We need for Kelce to step up and have a huge game tonight. He sets the tone for our offense. He's going to set the example for everybody else. And when he's emotional, when he's pumped up, everyone else plays to a different level, and we need that from him. Also, we need our offensive line to step up and protect Matt Moore in a way that they didn't really for Patrick Mahomes for the majority of the season. I know that we've been kind of broken down due to offensive line issues, but with Cam Irving at left tackle, we still haven't quite fixed that issue just yet. I'm really hoping that we can start to take advantage of his ability in the run game and start running at that side and not have to let him set back in pass protection. Cam Irving is a better run blocker than he is a pass blocker. Let's just be real there. On the defensive side, we're going to be expecting for the Green Bay Packers to be throwing all over us, but they're going to try to establish the run early as well. And if we can do to them what we did against Denver and shut down the run game, and we're going to take away that ability for them, and they're going to become one-dimensional. And as soon as that happens, we're going to be able to start dropping back into coverage as well as blitz Rodgers and make him uncomfortable. And not that he is as bad of a quarterback as Flacco is, but he's susceptible to the same issues as if he's getting pressured up the middle and we force him out of the pocket and we still keep somebody in front of him, and he has to be worried about him. When he's throwing while stressed, he is not as good of a quarterback, especially when he has a depleted wide receiving core. He doesn't have consistent running back play, although he'll be looking to dump it off to Aaron Jones a lot. Don't expect for Aaron Jones to have a huge game against us if we game plan them correctly. If we can ride the momentum that we created against Denver, this could be a game that is very, very winnable for us. And another aspect of the game that has really been overlooked the majority of this season by media, by a lot of Kansas City media, podcasters, much like myself here at Kingdom Radio, is the special teams play. Earlier this week, we ended up letting go of DeAnthony Thomas, who, when we originally signed him, I was expecting for him to really step in and help us out. And other than trying to return every single kick that he ever took this season, didn't really do a whole lot for us. And I can admit that I was wrong there. And I kind of feel that he was probably feeling pressure to perform, to try to get another contract from us, or to put some stuff on tape to help him get another job in the future, which I understand. But our special teams play has really been lacking this year, and we've had a lot of penalties in the return game, or on the coverage game, and we really need to fix that. And another component is, if these guys can put it together and get us really good field position, short fields for Matt Moore, even if it's a matter of getting field goals, it's going to drastically help us put points up on the scoreboard, points that are very much needed to help us win this game. And you know what, Kansas City, I think that this is going to be a huge game for us. I mean, it's prime time. It's going to be the first of 2 Sunday night games for us, and you know, we're going to go in there, we're going to be excited, and it's going to get loud. And as we continue to lead the game and determine the game, it's going to get louder and louder and louder. And we're going to show the rest of the nation, really, that we are not just one player. And while I love him to death, Patrick Mahomes is not the Chiefs. We have an entire host of players who are going to be able to support Matt Moore and bring home this victory tonight. And the final thing I want to touch on before I let you guys go, as I know you guys are probably already starting to tailgate or heading out to tailgate for the game tonight, is that this is going to be the first time since week 1, since really the first quarter, that we will have both Sammy Watkins and Cheetah on the field together. And the last quarter that happened, Sammy Watkins went for over 100 yards in one quarter. He had 3 touchdowns, and I think he ended up with 198 yards. Watch out, Kansas City. This is going to be a huge passing game. And don't take anything away from Matt Moore. This guy can throw the ball deep. And although he was coaching a junior high school football team, and he was a teacher at the beginning of the year when he was signed to be our backup, this guy can still throw the ball, and he's been able to sit back and learn the offense for the last 7 weeks. And all this week, Andy Reid has been picking his brain and in his head, figuring out what works for him, what doesn't work for him, what does he like. Andy Reid's been putting together a game plan that is going to win us this game. My prediction for tonight is going to be 24-17 Kansas City. You guys go out there, have a great time, get this win, and I'll talk to you guys sometime soon this next week to discuss the trade deadline, and looking forward to next week against Minnesota Vikings. Have a great day, you guys.